morning everybody, thank you for joining me again. Now, I did intend to go back into the pasture that we were in the last video, which is just at the other side of that hedgerow there, but unfortunately the grass is now 3 foot high, so we'll give that one a miss. So I've come into this piece of pasture and the grass is nice and short because the farmer lets the horses in here. Now I've been in here a few times before, but with very limited success. So today we've got the big guns out. I've got the 14-inch coil under Technetics, and because of the heavy rain we've had, I'm hoping that we get some decent signals. Okie dokie. Now, the sun's just come out. It was very misty and quite cool early on, but I'm suspecting that it won't be very long before this comes off. Right. Let's go and see what we can find. Right, my good friends, well, you can see my bag over there at the side of the hedgerow, and that's literally how far I've walked. Got a signal down here, came up at 69.70 on the ID scale. I don't need the pinpointer because I can see it, it's just there, and it looks as though we've got the first coin of the day. Can't actually. Oh, I can see Britannia facing right. I think I can see a date. I don't know what it says. Probably King George. Not entirely sure. Anyway, we'll pop it in the box and we'll plod on. Right, boys and girls. Well, isn't fate a curious thing? At the moment, I've been marching up and down in straight lines, trying not to miss anything. Anyway, I fancied a cup of tea, so I thought I'll work my way back round the edge of the field to where I'm sat, have a cup of tea, come back round and start again. I'd only just started going round the edge of the field, got a signal down here, as you can see, about 9 inches again, and I think we might have another silver coin. Well, I'm hoping so anyway. As you can see, I've got my glasses on. Anyway, let's have a look together. There it is, boys and girls. Looks as though it could possibly be a sixpence. There's the imprint. I mean, it does look silver, but I don't know what it is. It could be Victoria. I'll have to clean it up when I get home, but with a bit of luck, it will clean up very nicely. Anyway, what a wonderful little find. I think it is Victoria. Anyway, into the special boxy thing, we'll continue round the edge and go for a cup of tea. Right, boys and girls, we've got another target down here. As you can see, it's about 9 inches deep. I'm not going to say it's a coin ball because I don't know. It's probably a button, but it's just in there. So let's open it and have a look. Huh. I don't. Oh, hold on a minute. Look at that. That's a cracking little buckle. Probably 1600s. Absolutely excellent find, and I am as happy as Larry with that. Look at that. That's a cracking little buckle, and that should clean up very nicely. Right then, into the bag with it, and best foot forward. Right, boys and girls, well, it has to be said that this field is very clean as regards unwanted finds. So I'm quite happy about that. Anyway, back to the hole. We have a stick. I'll try that one again. We've got a target down here. It's only about 5-6 inches deep, and I think we've got what Tom would. And I think we've got what Tom from Cheshire Metal Detecting would call a threepenny joey. Anyway, it's an old threepenny bit. Christ almighty. Anyway, let's have a look. Oh dear. Right, there it is, boys and girls. There's the threepenny joey. There's the imprint. Just pop that back down there. Oops a daisy. Looking nice and orange as they usually do. It'll either be Queen or Queen's dad, George VI. I can't see a date or anything on it. In fact, I can't see anything on it. Alright, we'll pop it in the boxy thing and we'll plod on. Right, boys and girls, I just thought I'd mention that I'm following the footpath that comes up from that old stone pack horse bridge down there in the corner, and it comes up through this pasture and goes right up to the top of the field up there. Anyway, we've got a signal down here on the footpath, and I think we've got some kind of lead projectile. Well, I'm assuming that's what it is anyway. I've caught it there with the digging knife. I don't think it's folded lead. In fact, I'm sure it's not. In fact, you can see the striation marks where it was fired. Bit of a strange shape, but I think that's what it is. A handmade bullet or projectile. Anyway, it's interesting if nothing else. Right, we'll pop it in the bag and crack on. Right, boys and girls, well, I'll tell you something, this bugger took some finding. Look how deep it is. Pinpointers right down there. It's about 10 inches deep, and it's just there, my friends. I don't know what it is. Well, I think it's a coin. Might, oh, I don't know. Might be a. Shut up! It might be a King George V sixpence. I'm not sure. Right, let's have a look. I'll tell you something. That 14-inch coil does the business. Right, that's the side I can see. Can just see somebody's head on it. I think it's King George. Yeah, I'm sure it is. It looks like a little sixpence. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I can't see the date without my glasses on. Can you? Oh, anyway, I'm sure it's a sixpence. Another cracking little find. And I'm loving that big coil on here. Oh, and by the way, I've got the big coil on, as you know, but I'm also still in the BP mode with the boost process for the extra depth. Talk about extra depth, bloody hell. Right, I'm going for something to eat now. Catch you later. Right, boys and girls, we've got another deep one down here. Came up at 79 on the ID scale. It's probably 9 going on 10 inches deep again. And it's right down there, my friends. And it's definitely a coin. And it looks like another King George. In fact, I'm sure it is King George halfpenny. I mean, these, well, the majority of these coins are so deep. But that's why I put the 14-inch coil on. Anyway, there it is, my friends. George V halfpenny. Another lovely little find. Right, I'll fill the hole in and get a bit further. Well, boys and girls, this one's a bit bizarre. It was about 6-7 inches deep. Came up at 75 on the ID scale. Now, to me, that looks like a tiny little domino. It's got a 3 and a 2 on it. But it's made out of copper. Now, you may know better than me whether they made dominoes out of copper. I don't know, but it's definitely a 3 and a 2. Oh well, there you go. Some more research needs doing. Oh well, we'll pop it in the bag and we'll crack on. Right, boys and girls, we've got another target down here. Once again, about 9 inches deep. It's right down there. Now, I mean, I don't think you'll be able to see it, it's too dark, but it it looks round, although that doesn't mean anything, does it? It could be a washer. But I'll see if I can get it out without destroying it, whatever it is. Oh no, it looks like some kind of badge. Oh, and it's got some writing on it and all, look. Oh, I like that. Oh. Well, I'm not going to scratch away at it too much. It don't look as though there's much left of it. Oh, it's got a oh, it looks might be an army badge. Something like that. Yeah. What do they call them? Cat badge. And it's even got the little pin thing on it, look. Right. We'll pop that away very carefully. In fact, I think we'll put it in the boxy thing. Right, boys and girls. I'll catch you in a while. Right, boys and girls, that's me done for today. I'm packing up a little bit early because I'm going for a pint of real ale. Because it's a beautiful day. Anyway, been a good day. 1 or 2 very nice finds. In fact, quite a few, I suppose, really. Thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you all at home for the roundup when I've cleaned everything up. And I'll see you all later, my friends. Bye for now. Right, my good friends, let's have a closer look at the finds. Well, as I said, the field is quite clean, and that is the small pile of unwanted items that I dug up. Just a bit of scrap, shotgun cap end, some sort of tag off something, little button. That lead item there that I thought was some sort of homemade projectile obviously isn't, because when I cleaned it up I realised it had got a hole through it. So whether it was part of a bird net or something like that, I don't really know. Coin wise, we've got a George VI threepenny bit. The date on that is 1940. George V penny. Date on that is 1928. And we've got a George V halfpenny, which I think the date on that is 1921 or 23. I can't quite see it, to be honest. The other 2 coins, the Victorian sixpence that I found in the edge of the field, extremely worn. You can just make out Victoria there, a young Victoria. Lovely little coin. practically nothing on the other side at all. You can just see the crown, but can't get a date off it. And the other silver coin, lovely little find, George V, sixpence, cleaned up very nicely, good detail on it as well. And the date on that is 1918, so that's a cracking little find. This is absolutely wonderful. It's from the Yorks and Lancaster Regiment, cat badge. Absolutely wonderful condition. I've never found one as good before. Complete with the slider on the back. Really pleased with that. Absolutely love it. Now this bizarre little item here that I dug up is a domino. I thought it was a 3 and a 2 at first, but once I cleaned it up I realised that it was a double 3. Now you can see how tiny it is if I put it in the palm of my hand, just there. Now Tom from Cheshire Metal Detecting and myself got our heads together and we've decided that it was probably made by prisoners of war from World War II. They did have prisoners working that land. They were Italians and Germans, and so we're fairly sure that it was made by the prisoners of war, which would tie in with the cat badge and the other military bits and pieces that I've dug up off those fields before. But a absolutely lovely and such an unusual find. But to me, the best find of the day, this medieval stroke Tudor buckle. Date wise about 1480, 1500. Absolutely cracking find. I am so pleased with that. Especially because I thought when it was in the coin ball type thing, I thought it was going to be a button, and it turned out to be that wonderful item. Anyway, those are the finds, my friends, so I'll just adjust the camera and I'll catch you in a second. Now then, my good friends, just before we continue, I want to say hello to one of my regular viewers, a young man called Oscar. Now Oscar has just got his first metal detector, and I believe he's doing rather well with it. In fact, a while ago I believe he dug up a very nice George V penny. If I've got that wrong, I do apologise. Anyway, to help Oscar along with his coin collection, I sent him a nice little Victorian sixpence. So anyway, Oscar, I just want to wish you the very, very best of luck with your metal detecting adventures, my friend. Okay, now I know most of you don't know who Oscar is and you've never seen him, so here's a picture of Oscar with the dynamic duo. Right then, not a bad day, some very nice little finds, not a lot admittedly, but as I've said before, the finds on that particular piece of pasture are very few and far between, and I honestly don't think I would have found that stuff with the stock coil on the Technetics. The 14-inch coil made all the difference in the world because it punches so deep. So once again I've got to thank Graham from Unearthed UK Limited for sending me that coil. Thank you, Graham. I've been on that piece of pasture so many times before and I've hardly found anything at all with the stock coil, but I will be back with the 14-inch coil because I'm sure there are some more goodies to be had on that particular piece of pasture. Okay, my friends, thank you for joining me. Thank you to all my viewers, new and old, and my new subscribers. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you all later, my friends. Bye bye.